Welcome back, guys. In this video, we will introduce the last part of the overview of AI, and we will introduce the planning and development of the AI countries and AI industries. We also introduced the AI governance, and we also talked about the future of the AI. Okay, let's get a quick start. At a country level, most developed country and developing country focused on brain-like research. U.S. invested and 4.5 billion on how human brains works in 2013. At the same year, EU started to study on information and communication technologies and healthcare in the future. In 2014, Japan invested about 217 million on man-most brains to looking for brain functions and disease. Chinese academy and scientists established a brain-like intelligence research center and neural computing groups. The study scope includes algorithm models, information processing, and brain stimulation. And the project was supported by the nation with expenditures of 10 billion RMB. So why many countries focused on brain-like research? That's because the core AI technology is the deep learning. The deep learning is based on the neural networks. As we told it before, the frame of deep learning just similar human brain works. To develop AI technology, we should study on the brain-like research. Nowadays, we enter AI algorithms in chips. Chips with intelligence can decide the functions and the speed of the systems. So AI might lead to a change in chip architectures that will further reshape the industry's landscapes. Even as Google's and Intel are competing for the dominant place in the future, AI technology platforms will be hotter support compared with these big players. AI application or services of the virtual industries might be provided based on technology platform. So we can see AI is the next major operating system. Some great companies that have the strategic vision of the information giant. They are striving to be leader of the digital brains in the future. Cloud services in the future might integrate cloud computing, big data, AI, and blockchain. That will make industries more efficient and more intelligent. The rapid of AI changes our lifestyles and the way of working. Sometimes it brings philosophy problems and justice and equality problems, and the development of AI brings greater changes to existing legal systems. Legislation always lags behind the technology development in the AI fields. Do we need to make some forward-looking legislation layout, and how? This is a legal dilemma to be resolved by all countries around the world. On March 19, 2018 at 10 o'clock at night and on Sunday, and in the Tumblr, Arizona, a usable self-driving test car struck a 49-year-old woman. She was crossing the street with a bicycle and she was transported to the hospital but later died. Who takes the responsibility of the tragic accident? The company and Uber or the self-driving car? So how will we make laws? Some countries try to enact some laws to prevent this accident. In 2016, the U.S. National Highway Traffic Safety Administration issues the Federal Automated Vehicles Policies. The policy stipulated the responsibility in case of self-driving test accident. This is after a vehicle is transformed into a self-driving vehicle by a third party. The original manufacturer is not responsible for any personal injury, death, or properties damage caused by the self-driving test, unless there are proofs that the vehicle has defeated before being transformed. For example, Google takes the full responsibility for the security when it used Mercedes-Benz for self-driving tests. In August 2016, the United National Education, Scientific and Cultural Organization and Work Commission on Ethics of Scientific Knowledge of Technology explored the possibility of robots in preliminary draft robots of COMEST on robotics ethics. Because AI application includes much more data of ourselves, data security will be a big problem. So how to protect our privacy data? It also be resolved. Let's see the example. Two researchers from the University of Texas successfully identified 2 people out of nearly 500,000 anonymous users. These users' movies ratings were released by the online rental company Netflix, which forced the company to cancel the movie recommendation engine competition. Now, we can use legislation protection and technical application to protect our private data. For legislation protection, the Swiss Data Protection Act is the first personal data protection act. Since the Swiss Data Protection Act was issued in 1973, over 18 countries and independent territories, including nearly every country in Europe and many Latin America and Caribbean area and Africa, has now adopted comprehensive data protection laws. The European Union has the General Data Protection Regulations in force since last year, May 2025. The United States is notable for not having adopted a comprehensive information privacy law, but rather having adopted limited sectoral laws in some areas. For technical application, we use data anonymization. It is the process of removing personal identifiable information from personal data so that the people whom the data describes remain anonymous. As the algorithm fair is also a problem that AI brings to us. The algorithm model and input determines the prediction results. There are 2 methods of algorithm discrimination, so the result just depends on data that will cause some problems. For example, Microsoft's AI chatbot T was taught to be anti-Semite, sexist, and racist after it was launched. So that will cause many issues be resolved. Are the contents created by AI protected by copyright laws? Who will assign the right to the robots? What rights can be assigned to the robots? Who takes responsibility if the robots break the law? Robots can be used in which fields, and so on. These issues will cause another problem: how to get along with robots. Let's see some information of robots. Now there are 3 generation robots. Generation 1, the play robot, it can repeat actions touched by humans, but is unaware of the outside environment. Generation 2, the robot with feeling. It has feelings similar to a human. For example, it can judge a force through the sense of force, touch, and hearing. Generation 3, intelligent robot. It is the hottest pursuit of the robot development. An intelligent robot is expected to be able to do what people ask it to do. Now, it remains to be a concept. Robot becomes more and more intelligent and more powerful. There are worries about robots might pose threatening to human beings. However, machine and human beings can coexist by control AI. AI will become the agent of the human consciousness, and the human beings extend themselves through AI technologies. The virtual reality will come true in the future. We can wait that day come. There is no any field definition of AI research in the world. Correctly, intelligent machines are classed into 4 types. Think like people. There's the weak AI, the state level, such as Western and AlphaGo, and there are act like people. Also is a weak AI level, such as Android, iRobot, Antes. Think rationally, strong AI level, which is yet unavailable due to the bottlenecks in brain science. Act rationally is also the stronger AI level. And how we control AI robots? In 1942, a well-known American science fiction author, Asimov, proposed the 3 laws of robotics. First, a robot may not injure human beings or allow a human being to come to harm. Second, a robot must obey the orders, except where such orders would conflict with the first laws. Third, a robot must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second law. The 3 laws makes human be safe and precision. Let's see some solutions of AI governance to make the development of AI healthy and stable. AI governance should be based on the technical and industrial innovation. Regulators are advised to give more freedom to the market for innovation. Do not set too many constraints on growth of security. If you set too much, that will prevent AI development. Strive to facilitate development of innovations. Encourage different entities to participate in AI governance. In the near future, we will live in AI society. We will have more and more robots to help us work. In school, there are robot teachers. In factory, there are robot workers. In restaurant, there are robot waiter and robot cooker. Also, there are many soulmate robots to care about us, love us, accompany us, like Baymax, Paper, Siri. In the near future, in AI society, there will be more and more AI projects, and we will be more happiness and healthy. Nowadays, AI is creating a new market. The market is larger than today's IT market. That will spark the competition in information industries. That's the opportunity for AI technology decision-making system. But in the entire industry chain, people who master intelligence will have the greatest say and gain more value. This is why traditional enterprises such as GE set up their own digital department. If we want to build our cities, our countries, and our world better and better, we should sell our technologies, our data, and cooperate together. Okay, till now we have finished the first chapter overview of AI. In this chapter, we talked about the development of AI. We know the AI's history, and we know what is AI and AI's present. We also know the AI's core technologies, machine learnings and deep learnings. And then we talked about some AI governance and plannings of countries and all big companies. At last, we also imaged the AI's future and what will be like in the AI's governance. And the next chapter, we will start to learn the Python programming basics. I hope to see you in the next videos. Thank you for watching. Bye.